Okay, so I posted a video about I had a complication kind of with my umbilical hernia surgery repair, and when I called the surgeon, I told him that it felt like it was a pulled muscle and that it didn't feel like it was actually deep, like against the fascia where the repair actually is. It didn't feel like that, but I mean, I'm just going by guess. You know, I don't know for sure. But I called and he said, this was his words on the phone with me, he said, if it's not feverish and if it does, I don't see a bubble like a protrusion, that most likely it's an adhesion. And he said that 50% of his patients that have umbilical hernia will have an adhesion where apparently tissue just kind of forms around the other tissues, and it'll connect to a repair or a nerve ending, and then you can kind of pull those free accidentally, of course, moving too fast, wrong, or whatever it is. And I wasn't doing anything strenuous. The only thing I know that I was doing is that I was out at dinner with some friends and we were drinking a little bit, and I've laughed a lot, so like a lot of belly laughing. But he said that if it's not feverish and not popping out, then it's okay. And he said, oh wow, I just noticed that. That's the my girlfriend's niece drew that pumpkin patch for me. Pretty sweet. Actually, she's like 5. So he said not to worry about it unless it gets really painful, it gets worse. It's been progressively getting better every single day, to the point of I can easily sleep on my side and I don't hardly even notice that it's there now. I do want to show an update on my hernia repair often as I can when I make these videos, so that you can see the progress of how it's healing. It doesn't really hurt, it doesn't really bother me anymore. That one little thing that I had over the weekend seems to have resolved, because I barely even feel it either. So here it is. Continues to look good as far as color, and that hardened spot that I've had seems to get a little bit softer and softer. It's still kind of a hardened area, but it's like 1% softer than it was yesterday. It seems to get slowly softer and softer and more normal. And he said that'll continue to happen. So in other news, I just got the appointment for the surgeon to schedule for the VSG surgery. The bariatric surgeon, I just got the appointment for that. And I kind of chose this guy. I looked at all the surgeons that were available at this hospital. And I looked online for the surgeon, and I didn't see any reviews for him, but I just kind of I felt like he was more qualified based on what I read about him. One of his specialties is sleeve surgery, which is what I want to have done. So I went with this specific surgeon that I'm going to meet with on June 19th at 8:40 in the morning. That's my surgery consult. I've paid my deductible for the year, so money, it won't cost me anything. I have to meet with the nutritionist and send some paperwork in, but I'm in pretty much, I think within a couple of months I'll probably have surgery, 2 to 3 months. Hopefully sooner than later, because I'm in school as well, and I start back to school August. I want to say the 8th or something like that. I'd love to have surgery before that, kind of well before that, so that if there's any complications or I'm healing, it won't interfere with school. School's the most important thing right now to me. So there's all that. What else is happening in my life? It's just pretty cool stuff. I sang. I'm a musical as well. I play guitar, as you can see in the background. I have quite a few. That's just a few. But I sang as part of a quintet, the national anthem at my college graduation. I didn't graduate, but I will next year. But I got to sing for the graduating class in South Dakota. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.